Hello grade 6 pupils! Welcome to our class. I am glad to be with you today. I hope you are excited because I am happy to share to you our lesson for today. I am Teacher Hazel V. Destacamento of Cabarbuhan Elementary School, Bacon West District, Sorsogon City, and I will be discussing Quarter 2, last one of your learning activity sheet. Distinguishing various types of informational or factual text. Be ready with your learning packets, pen, and answer sheet. At the end of the learning activity sheet, you will be able to determine whether a given text is informational or factual text. Identify the features of the various informational or factual text types. Distinguish various types of informational or factual text: literary nonfiction, procedural text, expository text, argument, or persuasion text. So, are you ready for our lesson today? Let's have first a guessing game. Guess the word by supplying the missing letters in each item that best describe the meaning of the picture. Number 1. The first picture shows an example of a graphic organizer that illustrates a process from step 1 to step 5. Now, can you guess the word using this clue? P, R, blank, C, blank, D, U, blank, A, blank. Amazing! The answer is procedural. The second picture shows real events which is now remarkable in the Philippine history, like Jose Rizal's execution, ang tatlong paring martir, the cry of Pugadlawin at Balintawak, Caloocan. The word starts with letter N, blank, M, F, I, blank, T, blank, O, blank. Excellent! The answer is non-fiction. The third picture shows two persons arguing or discussing something. It starts with letter A, blank, G, blank, M, blank, N, blank, A, blank, I, blank, E. Great job! The answer is argumentative. The last picture shows words with the same meaning or synonymous meaning like disclose, uncover, display, reveal, exhibit, divulge, endanger, unmask, discover, giveaway. Here is your clue. The first letter is E, blank, P, O, blank, blank, T, blank, R, blank. That's great! The answer is expository. Now that we are done with the guessing game, let's continue to learn how to distinguish various types of informational or factual text. For you to distinguish various types of informational or factual text, you need to understand their features and purpose.
Now, what are the types of informational or factual text and their features? Number 1. Literary nonfiction. Includes shorter texts such as personal essays, speeches, opinion pieces, essays about art or literature, biographies, memoirs, journalism, and historical, scientific, technical, or economic accounts, including digital sources written for a broad audience, autobiographies, biographies, other narrative nonfiction, informational picture books, and informational poetry often fit into this category. Examples of literary nonfiction are diaries. Famous example of this is the Diary of Anne Frank. Be Fearless, Dream Like a Kid by Michaela Ulmer is part memoir, part business guide. 15-year-old Michaela has a heart for conservation and the drive of an entrepreneur, which she channeled into creating a fully fledged business. Stay Curious by Kathleen Krull and Paul Brewer. This picture book biography tells the life of Stephen Hawking from a precocious childhood to his Alzheimer's diagnosis and one brilliant discovery after another. Literary nonfiction, its purpose is to describe or express facts. Number 2. Procedural text provides step-by-step guidelines that describe how to complete a task. They often include materials needed section and graphics that illustrate the process. Take note that procedural text is a list of sequence of action of steps needed to make or do something. Examples of procedural are directions. How do I get somewhere? They give very specific instructions including location names and titles. Next, instructions. How do I do something? Another one, recipes. How do I cook something? Another, rules for games. How do I play this? Procedural, its purpose is to provide instructions for making, doing something, or getting somewhere. Number 3. Expository text. Utilize various text structures such as description, cause and effect, comparison and contrast, problem and solution, question and answer, and temporal sequence. Bear in mind that expository text is fact-based with the purpose of exposing the truth through a reliable source. Examples of these are the speech, the importance of good manners. Example of a research paper, why humans sweat. Example of an essay, how to think like a cat and never have to go to school again. Expository, its purpose is to explain sides of an argument without taking sides, to inform by examining both sides of an issue and share knowledge. Argumentative or persuasive text provides evidence with the intent of influencing the beliefs of actions of the target audience. This typically includes claims, evidences, and warrants to explain how the evidence is linked to the claims. Examples of these are dieting makes people fat. The war on terror has contributed to the growing abuse of human rights. Romantic love is a poor basis for marriage. Both parents should assume equal responsibility in raising a child. Argumentative or persuasive, its purpose is to gain support for a cause and convince or persuade the reader to believe. Are you ready for the activity in our lesson? Let's begin. With that, let us do a simple activity. In practice task 1, picture tells. Direction. Write down the text type of each picture on your answer sheet.
Excellent!
In number 1, the picture tells argumentative or persuasive because the title is asking for opinions or point of view about the pros and cons of keeping animals in zoos. What's the answer? In number 2, the picture tells that it is expository because the book tells information or description about amphibians and reptiles.
Excellent! The answer is
Literary.
non-fiction.
The picture tells that it is literary nonfiction because Lionhead Rabbits is a complete owner's guide and gives facts on how to take care of the bunnies as well as breeding. Number 4.
Amazing! The answer is procedural.
The picture tells it is procedural because the title of the book is Cake Making Made Easy. Is a book that would help readers how to make cakes by following the procedure. Number 5. The picture tells that it is literary nonfiction because it is an award-winning biography. It was awarded the first prize in Rizal Centennial Biography Competition by Leona Maria Guerrero. Fantastic! For pupils who find this hard, I know you are trying your best. Keep it up! If you find any difficulty in our activity, do not hesitate to review it until you get it. Okay, let us proceed with practice task 2. Are you ready? Practice task 2, matching type. Direction. Match the following text titles to its appropriate informational or factual text type. Write the letter of the correct answer on the blank before each number. Text type can be answered more than once. What's the answer? In number 1, letter C, expository. Because the text title is a problem and solution, asking for why parents are strict. Number 2. It is a literary nonfiction because this is an example of a life story of Barack Obama. Number 3. Letter B, procedural, because the text title tells us the procedure how to cook Bicol Express. Number 4. Number 4, letter D, argumentative or persuasive, because the text title is Summer is the best season of the year, trying to convince us that it is the best time of the year. Number 5. Letter A, literary nonfiction, because the text title is about the Philippines during Spanish colonization. Great job! Is there any part of this activity you learned that you can use to improve your work? I know you can improve it. Keep on going. Now, let us proceed to practice task 3, not my type. Read with me the set of text titles. Eliminate one title which does not belong to the group by marking it with an X. Write the text type on the space provided. Number 1. Why do people forget things? Describe your first memory. What is your dream about the future? Steps in creating a Facebook account. The text title that does not belong to the group is Steps in Creating a Facebook Account. The text type is expository. Number 2. Stop animal cruelty. Taking vitamin C is a must. The life of Jose Rizal, a national hero. Fashion is not really important. The text title that does not belong in the group is The Life of Jose Rizal, a National Hero. Text type is argumentative or persuasive. Number 3. How to make a birthday card. Make tobacco illegal to prevent smoking. Step-by-step makeup tutorial. Guidebook in cooking the best fried chicken. The answer is make tobacco illegal to prevent smoking. Its text type is procedural. In number 4, steps in preparing strawberry jam. The year of magical thinking. Midnight in the garden of good and evil. The glass castle. The text title that does not belong to the group is Steps in Preparing Strawberry Jam. Its text type is literary non-fiction. Number 5. Rules in playing chess. Procedures in operating a washing machine. How to cook lechon de Cebu. Video games encourage violence. The text title that does not belong to the group is Video games encourage violence, and its text type is procedural. Excellent work, children! I am happy to know that you are doing well. For those pupils who find the lesson difficult, keep on trying until you get it. You're still doing great. I'm sure that you're going to get it soon with all the patience and practice.
Have you learned something from today's lesson? Great! You did it! Today, we have learned to distinguish various types of informational or factual text. There are 4 types of informational text. These are literary nonfiction, contains facts, but is meant to entertain the reader and also reads like fiction and has story elements. Procedural is a list of sequence of actions or steps needed to make or do something. Expository is fact-based with the purpose of exposing the truth through a reliable source. Argumentative or persuasive text is any text where the main purpose is to present a point of view and seeks to persuade a reader. Did you understand? Very good! Aside from knowing the features of each type, it is also important to determine the purpose of each to guide you in distinguishing one from the others. Literary nonfiction, its purpose is to describe or express facts. Procedural, its purpose is to provide instructions for making, doing something, or getting somewhere. Expository is to explain sides of an argument without taking sides, to inform by examining both sides of an issue and share knowledge. Argumentative or persuasive is to gain support for a cause and convince or persuade the reader to believe.
Evaluation. Read the informational text and after reading, we will answer the questions that follow. Write the letter of the correct answer on your answer sheet. Are you ready now to answer the questions? In your last, we will start from number 5 to test your attention. Number 5. What type of informational or factual text is the selection? Letter D. Procedural. Number 4. What is the author's purpose in writing the selection? Letter A. To provide instruction. Number 3. Which of the following statements about planting is not factual? Letter B. Plants grow fast when farmers sing songs of love to them early in the morning. Number 2. Which of the following stages in growing plants must come first in the procedural text? Letter D. Dug the land well with the help of a spade. Number 1. Which of the following does not belong to the stages in the growth of plants in a procedural text? Letter C. Preparing the bed at night before sleeping.
That's it for today, my dear children. Before I say goodbye, I will leave you words to ponder from the Bible, which is in Proverbs 18:15. An intelligent heart acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. Until next time, kids, bye!